Good morning and welcome to Shik's Talk. Here's my thought of the day for parents. Be who you want your kids to be. I'm a student ministries pastor, which means I spend a lot of time with teenagers, either teaching them or counseling them, mentoring them, helping them in life, whatever. And here's what I've noticed. Well, actually, I'm going to use a little story to illustrate exactly what I'm going to talk about. And it's really awesome, and here's what it has to do with. So, my favorite drink in the world is vanilla Pepsi. And here's what I've realized about this, is that nobody drinks this stuff. I'm like the only person who drinks vanilla Pepsi that I know. I don't even know how this stuff is still in business. But after a couple months of drinking this in front of my kids, all of a sudden I'm realizing that all these teenagers are starting to drink vanilla Pepsi. So I do a little bit more observation. I realize that all my teenagers are starting to watch the shows that I watch. They're starting to listen to the music that I listen to. In some cases, they're even starting to dress the way I dress. And it's really funny because when I think back, I used to have really long hair. And all the teenage guys that used to hang out with me and look up to me started growing their hair out. And I think all of this just speaks to the truth of what I'm saying, which is this. So much more is caught about life through the way that we live than the words that we speak. And when I apply that to parenthood, it just makes me realize just the extent of how important it is that we are who we want our kids to be. And we can stretch this and make it apply to everything because there's no limits on it. If we want our kids to be hardworking, we have to model what it is to work hard in our own lives. If we want our kids to be disciplined, we have to be disciplined. If we don't want our kids to be addicts, we can't model addiction in our homes. And I know without a shadow of a doubt that the statistics on this stuff would back me up. If you look at rates of poverty in adults now, if you look at their childhood, they were raised in poverty. If you look at adults who are addicted to anything, chances are their parents were addicted to something. And it's not always a one-for-one case, but in most cases, adults become who their parents were, or at least whoever their mentors were. So that just proves the importance that we actually need to be who we want our kids to be. And here's an additional thought. I don't know if there's anything more dangerous in this life, in parenting, than being hypocritical. Because here's what I know. If we tell our kids something is important, and then our lives don't prove the importance of what our words are saying, kids are smart. And they pick up on a lot more than we realize. And this is what I've noticed almost every single time. Every time a kid is told something is important and then it's not modeled to them by the person who tells them that, the kid throws it out because they don't actually believe it's important, because it's not important to the person that's speaking about it to them. So that's my thought of the day. Be who you want your kids to be, model it for them, and they're going to have a much greater opportunity to become the people you hope they'll be when they're adults. Have a great day.